there to Pakistan to secure justice for Kulbhushan Jadhav. Pakistan is bracing itself for another war, another crisis, another turmoil there politically. The Panama Papers verdict, which would be delivered this afternoon by the Pakistan Supreme Court. And if Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif gets an adverse verdict, then the Pakistan army could further strengthen its hold on the country. If that happens, its India policy there will be directly affected. And there is a possibility there that hopes for Kulbhushan Jadhav getting relief via diplomacy may be scuttled. Now, according to sources telling us, the Indian envoy to Pakistan, Gautam Bambawale, is expected to meet Pakistan's Foreign Secretary later today itself and putting across 4 demands, one more importantly, of course, to seek consular access, a request for lawyers and a copy of the court proceedings. If democracy becomes the biggest casualty yet again there in Pakistan, questions being asked, of course, on how this is, more importantly, going to impact India.
Panama has also very important people from India in it. We have not yet made it public, and that will also have implications. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, I don't think we should bother whether this dummy is here or another dummy comes. Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Pakistan politics is not based on virtues. IS is there, military autocracy is there, and then parliament is there. And if something comes out very derogatory against Nawaz Sharif, the army and ISI will create problem for it.
Our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan getting us further updates here on this. Geeta, in just about an hour or so, we would have the verdict there on what the Pakistan Supreme Court has decided here on this. Politically, as in how it impacts Pakistan, what this means for India?
Well, it does. What India is doing is monitoring the situation because there is going to be some sort of a political impact once the verdict is out. Whether if it is pro Sharif or a verdict that's adverse to the Sharif government. And if that happens, then Sharif will have to step down, but it also will cost the Sharif family dearly, given that the family and this daughter and son are also named in the Panama Papers. Having said that, what we are looking at, what India is looking at, Seher, at this point in time, is monitoring the situation and how it's going to impact India. There are 2 things. One, India knows very clearly that Pakistan's India policy is not governed by who is in power in the civilian government in Pakistan. It is the military that holds all the powers and controls Pakistan's India policy, and hence one will have to see whether if we will see a more weakened civilian dispensation post the verdict if it is against Nawaz Sharif, or are we going to see one where the military again will have to continue balancing itself with the Sharif government, and we will see a more strengthened Sharif after the verdict if it is not adverse to him. And either way, India continues to only engage the civilian dispensation, the democratically elected government. So the options that the Sharif's party, that's the PMLN, is mulling is either to look at replacing Sharif if he has to step down, or looking at calling for early elections if that is even an option. In all probability, PMLN would want to complete the 5-year term given to the party by the people.
That's right. Stay on with us, Geeta. We're also looking at what this means for India as far as the Kulbhushan Jadhav case there is concerned. I remember the Indian High Commissioner to Pakistan, Mr. Gautam Bambawale, as we said, would be meeting the Pakistan's Foreign Secretary, and the list of demands that have been put across there being essentially four demands. One being that Pakistan should provide a copy of the court proceedings there, of the military court proceedings. Also, Pakistan should provide a lawyer there to defend Kulbhushan Jadhav, which is something that should rightfully be given, but he's not been provided that. The visa should be provided to Kulbhushan Jadhav's family members as well to visit him there. And lastly, as India has been maintaining all along, in a record 14 requests to consular access that have been sent across to Pakistan have been shot down.
We must understand that Kulbhushan Jadhav was not just the son of Maharashtra, he was the son of the soil. And Pakistan can constantly be in denial mode, but they must understand that where you don't give a free and fair trial, there is no democracy. So whether they choose to correctify their actions now or not is something they better watch out for, because India and the international world community will ensure justice for Kulbhushan Jadhav.
Government of India should keep on pressurizing the government of Pakistan. I don't want to use the word pressurizing also. Government of India should take up this issue with the government of Pakistan, ask the Pakistan government to conduct itself in a matured, as a matured nation. And these are all issues sovereign nations will have to deal with a sense of international conventions and norms.
According to international law, we are entitled to consular access. The Pakistan is behaving in most irresponsible fashion, and they cannot deny consular access. The access to accused was not denied even in the Nuremberg trials. What are they doing? They're making a facade of a case.
In other news,